We are WNST, AM 1570, Towson, Baltimore. We are Baltimore Positive. I have these Back to the Future $10,000 scratch-offs in the Maryland Lottery. Also, our friends at Liberty Pure Solutions. Curio Wellness sending us. I got one for you. Damye is here. Alicia is here. Here, one for you, too.
Thank
Give you a lucky one as well. We're at Faidley's in the historic, beautiful Lexington Market. We're trying to have some fun around here today. I thought the Orioles would be packing downtown this summer, doing all that stuff. And I know you close a little early and you get a little baseball traffic in here. But since the last time we got together, the bummer of being here on Fridays during baseball season and having summertime, though. We got the best crab cakes. This is the time of the year, right?
This is the time of the year. Crabs are beautiful. We've got great Maryland crab meat.
Delicious. I just had I had a crab cake over here. Luke had a crab cake over here. What do people need to know about summer? What do you want to lecture me on? What are you going to teach me this year? You taught me about oysters and grasses and the bay and picking crabs and going over to the Eastern Shore and the people that come in. What do I need to learn today? What do I need to know?
Well, I think what we need to spread is that we have an issue with an invasive catfish. The blue channel cats in the Chesapeake Bay who love our crabs as much as we do. So they're eating them up. And these are catfish that are not just, bottom swimmers. These are catfish that literally swim like a rockfish.
If you've seen a catfish online that looks big and fat like Jabba the Hutt,
yes,
that's what these are.
Yep.
Yes. They're like the size of your kitchen table.
Yeah.
And they are sucking up all the baby crabs. So that is an issue for us, and we've been trying to push eat more catfish. Now, one of the good things.
You want me to sing some Mark Cohn? You want me to sing a little walking up?
Yeah.
Got catfish on the table. Yeah, there gospel in the air. Yeah, so we got to get the catfish on the table.
We got to get the catfish on the table. The catfish here is absolutely delicious because you are what you eat, and that catfish is very crabby. It's absolutely delicious. So it's not like your muddy catfish that you get from a Louisiana river. Our catfish that are swimming in the bay and eating up all of our crab and rockfish taste delicious. So we're actually going to be promoting for Eat More Catfish.
The catfish slider.
A catfish slider at the Governor's Picnic
it's called
in a couple
of
weeks.
Yes.
And go ahead, you can tell.
Oh, no. So
I screwed this up because I started seeing this fish called Channa, Channa, and I thought that was like taking a Chesapeake catfish and giving it like a name.
A new name.
It turns out it's snakehead.
Oh, it
snakehead is
Which was
Channa.
also invasive at one point.
Well, of course.
And it's delicious. It is also delicious. It is not as invasive as the cat. Mm-hmm. The cat's far worse than the snakehead.
Well, they were introduced by idiots, right?
So
yeah.
I mean both of them
the Virginia government did this, right?
Yes, they did. And they didn't think that it was going to get out of the rivers. It was for the sport fishermen. But
they didn't think it could survive in salinated water, right?
Correct. And then we had a very rainy year.
Adaptability.
Yes, exactly.
But we had a very rainy year.
We used to be monkeys.
Yes,
right? We
exactly.
adapted.
Exactly. And I don't know who made the not very bright idea of allowing this to happen. But then it just invaded the lower Chesapeake, and it's just been coming further and further north and just destroying everything.
But they're tastier than they are ugly. They're ugly, but they're delicious, is what you're telling me.
They are delicious, and we need to start eating them because we got to eat our way out of this problem, or we're not going to have any crabs. And that is the honest-to-God truth. We really need to eat our way out of the problem. So there are some people, specifically Tillman Island Seafood, that's doing a great job. They're processing.
Oh, you got to go. She got to go.
No.
She's going to get food.
She's going to get something.
She's going to get food. Is what she's doing.
JJ
You're going to
McDonald,
feed me, aren't you?
Yes.
All right.
JJ McDonald, they're another one that are doing a great job. They're processing 30,000 pounds of this stuff a day, and sending it all over. I mean, it's a lot.
30,000 pounds of catfish coming out of the bay
a day.
How many catfish were coming out of the bay 5 years ago, 10 years ago? Zero.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was fishing.
It wasn't commercial, right?
Well, there was this stupid law in the books. Again, another dumb law I can tell you about that you couldn't gut a catfish without a USDA inspector. And it was set up for all of the catfish farms in the bayou, where they wanted to have it inspected. But this was not a farmed fish. It was wild. They should have done it. They shouldn't have had to do it. But these, both Tillman and JJ are having to comply with these regulations. And it took us longer to start commercially fishing them here in this region because of that stupid
Well, we didn't
law.
know we had a problem until 5 years
No,
ago.
we knew we had a problem.
Yeah.
We've known we had a
Been
problem.
around longer.
They just didn't do anything about it. And it was this stupid law that was holding us up.
All right. Alicia has smoked fish dip.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Hatteras. I don't think I like smoked fish, but convince me I'm wrong.
Oh my God, it is absolutely
Yes.
delicious. It doesn't even taste
What
like
is this?
fish. It's
So this is
catfish.
Maryland catfish. It is smoked and made into this dip.
Let me smell it, and I'll tell you whether I'm going to like it or
This is one of
not.
Tillman Island's
Don't make me eat some I don't
products.
want on the air.
Just
I
like a
hated
little-
my Aunt Angela because she made me eat tuna fish when I was a kid that I didn't want to eat. I like
Smell
both
it.
of you too
Smell
much.
it. Smell it.
I don't know. No, I can't do
Smells
it.
amazing.
Yes, you
It smells
I
can.
like
can't do it.
bacon.
I can't do it.
It's bacon.
It smells like
Okay.
bacon. It does.
Okay.
It does, and it
does.
tastes like bacon too.
Let me tell you something. It is so
It
good.
absolutely tastes
I'm
like
getting on the
bacon.
yoga
I
mat in
gave
2 hours.
this
I can't be
away.
burping that up.
Let
I
me
love
see.
you, but I can't do it.
Just a
Let
little
me see what it
taste.
is. Next
It's so
week
good.
I'll eat this.
Listen,
Okay,
we
We have
put
that.
this
I
out.
know smoked fish is a thing.
Bourbon and bow ties. We put
yeah.
over 1,200 samples of this out that night, and we had a line the entire time.
So people didn't know what it was.
No, they did.
Oh, they did.
We
They
told
kept
them what
coming
it
back.
was, but they kept coming back for more.
And they're like, "Wait, you guys
Can
still
I
have the
can I
catfish,
get more?
right?"
Can I get more?
Yeah.
Can I get more? And I had crab dip
Wild.
sitting right next to it. I had eat more catfish, save the crab.
All right, give me one
And
of those.
and
Yes.
sure
I'm
enough,
not going to be a jerk. I'm
Just a
gonna,
little tiny
I mean,
thing now.
what's the line from Rapper's Delight? When Mama brings the food, you got to even if the chicken tastes like wood, you got to be polite. Mama, he's just being polite. He ain't finished. That's bull. So I felt like I was full.
Yes. You got it.
I've
It's
never
not my
steered you
jam,
wrong.
but I mean,
But it's not bad.
No, it's not. It's
you
not in
wouldn't-
that,
It's
no.
like blind test. There's
Okay.
no way you would know that that's catfish.
my wife doesn't like fish so much. She'd eat this because it's salty.
Yes.
and it tastes like
She'll
bacon,
like the
honestly.
salty and the smoky in this.
And we put it on. We put it on a cucumber round.
Oh, okay. Now you're
Sprinkled some smoked paprika and fresh dill,
Dill, yeah.
on the top of it. It was
so
fantastic.
you're basically treating this like you treat a deviled egg.
kind of. Sort of.
Ah, and there's the problem. Damye Hahn is here. Alicia's here. We're down here at Faidley's. They are still shipping crab cakes, making crabs. I saw you get a lot of fish over here as well.
Yes.
Let's talk about the market a little bit. We get here about a year and a couple weeks ago, right? Like maybe a year and 3 months, maybe you've been here?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's only the second
14 months.
summer for you in the market. As I sit here today, and it's a Friday, and there's a baseball game in a couple hours, a couple Oriole hats in here, but just there's a vibrancy about summer
Yes.
in the city that like I was in Manhattan this week. Everybody leaves when it gets hot, right?
Yeah.
Baltimore's not really like that. I mean, like
No,
the market
people come.
itself. Summer, people come to the city.
People
Yeah.
come to the city.
We get a lot of
people
tourists.
walk. Yeah, we get a lot of tourism.
Science
all
Center,
summer long.
aquarium,
Yeah.
zoo.
We've got-
I was at the zoo the
Yeah,
other
look
night.
around.
Yeah, we got people with suitcases.
Wheelie bags. Yeah.
roll
They,
through.
they come right from the airport, straight here,
Yep.
have a meal, and then.
Or-
Well, this gentleman made a
Move
great
on.
decision. He's going to get a scratch off from the Maryland lottery too. He doesn't know it yet, but he is.
Good.
Even if he's not from
Maybe it's
around here,
lucky
we're going to
day.
treat him like a local. That's what we're going to do.
right, that's right.
But the vibrancy of this market, I was here a few weeks ago for the crab races, and Katie Pumphrey will be here to talk about swimming in the bay, which is its own. I've already tried this. I said I wouldn't swim in the harbor either, but I will not be getting in the harbor tonight. But for the vibrancy of the area and the market, you're a year into this. Is it normalizing to some degree for what you've tried to do here? And you're still
It
trying
is.
to get Catonsville
It
open.
is. Oh my God. Well, I am trying to get Catonsville open. I'm hoping to be open in October
I
of
wasn't
this
going to
year.
mention that to the end, but that was gonna
Yeah.
be nice.
So we're working on that. We still have the problem with our facade that we're having to replace all the
October,
steel.
that's important. It's my birthday. It's the 14th, so you got something to shoot for.
There
Yes.
we go.
Yes.
Well, I'm coming first night.
I'm beating up on my builder. They need to
I
get me
understand.
open in
What's it
October.
going to be when we find it? What will the Fishmongers Daughter look like, featuring the Faidley's? You can have the Faidley's name going to be on the outside of the
Yes,
sign, or
it's going to say Faidley Seafood, the Fishmonger's Daughter. So it's a brand extension. We're moving our shipping up there, so Faidley's will be in the building.
closer to the airport.
Yeah, closer to the
Much
airport. We'll have the second floor will be called the Plymouth Room, and it's a beautiful 4,500 square foot event space. So we have that.
Why Plymouth Room?
Because the building, a lot of people in the area know it as the Plymouth Building.
Because that was the
Because it was
wallpaper.
Plymouth wallpaper for 60 years. So it was Heidelbach Grocery Store. It was built by the Heidelbach family as a very high-line grocery store, like a Dean and DeLuca style grocery store, back in the 1920s. They left in the late 60s. The Singer-Swimmer family picked it up and had Plymouth wallpaper in there.
Man, your
until
side of town has a
2017.
lot of history, right? I mean,
Yeah.
from the mill and Ellicott City, and
So it's
just all
100
the way
years
through.
old,
Yeah.
but only three people who have ever been in it. So we will be the third. And so we're
and the only
we're-
one to serve a crab cake.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes. So it's gonna the building. Everybody who walks in it is going, "Oh my God, this is going to be amazing." It will be beautiful. It is. It's going to be hard fought. Let me tell you, it's been a challenge because it is an old building and it's the gift that keeps on giving. I think it's got a lot of ghost in it.
Yeah.
I was over at State Fair last week. I looked up and I see things happening.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. There's definitely things happening. The windows were just installed.
Yeah.
Those look gorgeous.
And so electric and plumbing is going in as we speak, and walls are going up.
All right, we
and-
are getting closer. I mean,
So,
look,
yeah.
it was like making this place. We thought it was never going to happen, and we're the last
Right,
one
right.
standing over the old market. And I'm like,
COVID.
you'll get there, you'll get
It is
there.
COVID, too,
Next
yeah.
thing I
In the
know, your
middle.
mom and dad are here, and there's all 500 people here to let you open, and then you got a beautiful new business, right?
Yes. Yes.
It's
so it's
hard.
all good.
It all,
it's all
yep.
good.
It's not
It's
for
all
the
good.
faint of heart, that's for sure.
No. Boy,
Well-
it hasn't been easy.
It is summer
worth
here.
it.
The crab cakes are delicious. We're down here at Faidley's. It's all brought to you by our friends at the Maryland
And
Lottery.
the catfish. The catfish is delicious.
I'll get one of those. I like catfish. I mean, I'll sprinkle some lemon
the
pepper
oysters?
on there and butter it down and get it out on the grill and all that stuff.
yeah.
But in a general sense, this catfish invasion is, and we've chronicled it a little bit, but this has got to be the summer I start seeing it in restaurants, right?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
really the movement in Maryland. Is
Yes.
I did the Maryland crab cake tour for the first time like 4 or 5 years ago. We weren't talking catfish then. Last year we started talking about it a little bit. I want to see catfish bites on menus, right?
I
That's
want to see
probably-
catfish everywhere. I want to see catfish in the schools. I want to see catfish in the grocery stores. I want to see catfish in every restaurant. There shouldn't be any reason why we're not eating this. It's an excellent product. We actually have, we came up with a really good recipe, and we were
What is
chosen
it?
to be
really good.
a crispy catfish slider with Faidley slaw and a McCutcheon's hot honey made with Tobacco Barn bourbon.
Good job.
All Maryland
Whoa,
products.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Yes.
hold on.
That's good.
Say that. Say it again. It's slower.
It's a whole
Slow
mouthful.
it down here.
I wasn't
We're
enough
talking
room.
about a cat. I'm thinking catfish is a fillet. All right, and it's not that. It's a sandwich. It's a slider.
It's a
So you're
slider.
taking an oversized catfish bite, and
Uh-huh.
you're putting that on a brioche.
Here.
Yes.
They're gonna hold
We
me
got-
pictures.
I've got a
Yes,
picture.
I got a photo.
You know, I walked around New York yesterday. I looked at 20,000 things. I only ate 3 or 4 of them. So I like looking at food. I got to see it to eat it.
Yes.
I eat with
There
my
you go.
eyes.
So
I'll hold that up there. That looks like a chicken sandwich. It looks like a filet of fish,
It
which is
does.
better. Look
Like,
at that. I'd
Filet
eat
of fish,
that.
It looks like Chick-fil-A.
It looks, yeah, it looks better. I like that. I'll
Yes.
eat it. I'd eat that.
but it's our
it's
delicious
great.
Faidley slaw.
Hold that up again. Let me,
And
let
then
me
it's
see that.
this
Let me
the
see that.
catfish.
See that right there? That's what we got to eat. Okay, all
the,
right, that's good.
the batter has the J.O. Bay in it. The
So
hot
it's got
honey,
an Old Bay vibe to it.
Yes, but then it's got a hot honey that
local.
I made with
Not
with
mayo on this.
Maryland bourbon
All right, no mayo on this.
no.
and
with just
McCutcheon's
slaw.
honey.
No tartar either, right?
No
No.
tartar,
Oh,
no
God, no.
mayo. It's a hot honey drizzle.
Just a drizzle of it. So it gives you a little
So
bit
it's a
of
sweet,
spice.
spicy.
Yeah.
So it's a spicy fish sandwich.
Yes, sweet
Yes.
and spicy, because you got the sweetness of the slaw and the sweetness of the honey
And crunchy, too.
and crunchy. It's delicious.
Can I say this?
And it's,
So you're
we're going to be in a
serving
competition.
a
with
fish
it.
sandwich without tartar.
Yes.
I'm a winner. That unto itself. I've been staring at your mother here for about a year and a half. I know you've been staring at her longer than that. And I looked over here about 20 minutes ago, and I saw this GQ piece here. Alan Richmond. All others were forgotten. However, the moment I tasted the big lump crab cake at John W. Faidley Seafood. This story looks to be maybe about 25 years old. Looks like 1991.
Probably, yeah.
It says, I found the best crab cakes in Maryland, but please hold the tartar sauce.
Yes.
And that's a thing that I didn't understand until I did the real tour and went everywhere. Everybody puts tartar. To me, tartar was for a fish sandwich.
Right. Yeah.
Tartar always came
Right.
on like the filet of fish. That's what you got, you know?
Exactly.
So
You
you're
don't
doing a
need
fish
tartar.
sandwich different.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we don't need tartar on the crab cake. We don't need tartar on this sandwich. This sandwich is so good. But we're going to be in a competition.
All right, I'm gonna eat
at the,
one of
at the
these.
governor's
Yeah.
luncheon. There were 11 people selected, and we were one of them. And we're going to go serve this to 500 people.
And you know what? They're going to come up and say, Faidley's, where are your crab cakes?
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to say.
I'm like, oh, really?
You didn't
The
bring us
catfish ate them.
You didn't bring us any.
Oh. The catfish ate my crab cakes.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
sign for
yeah,
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to eat some catfish so that we can have the crabs.
Are you featuring that down here? I mean,
No.
We will after the competition. It's actually a
I was gonna
competition.
say,
It's
man,
June
if
6th,
I looked
July
over-
16th.
Let's just say Katie Pumphrey, she swallowed a lot of bay water, probably a lot of fish too. If I looked over here and she was eating that sandwich right now, I'd say, what is that? Can I have a bite of that? Because that did look really good.
I mean,
It is really good.
definitely.
Like, I want to
Absolutely
eat
delicious.
that.
Well, well, I can make
it
you
didn't
the.
sound good, but it
What
looks
I don't
good.
have is I don't have the hot honey drizzle made, but we will
brioche
have it
bun.
after the competition.
I don't need it today. I'm going to yoga today. I
Okay.
got to get together with Katie and find
But
out
I'll do
about
it for
her.
you. I'll make it for you
Yeah, these are just.
because we always have the slaw and we always have the
Is
catfish
she
and we
gonna
always have the
convince
brioche
me to
bun.
try to jump in Inner Harbor?
I know she's
Probably.
unbelievable.
She lived.
Yeah.
Look at her.
I watched her
I'll,
swim
I'll
up.
definitely condone that.
Brought tears to my eyes when I watched her swim up.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to break, and I'm going to bring Katie in, and I get a fourth mic. I can figure out what we're going to do here. I want you guys to talk about your relationship with her because I have a whole story with her about swimming the English Channel 10, 11 years ago. She did the show. Then she was doing the bobber over there with trying to piss off the crab to win the competition. And we got to talking, and it turns out, like, she was already in my phone. So
It's so funny.
Yeah, I mean-
I'm like, you need to meet Katie. I've got somebody to introduce you to. And
She
then
looked
you,
at me
the
like,
entire time.
I've
she's
been on
like,
your
yeah,
show
no,
before.
I
know
know
who
him.
you are, nasty Nestor. All right, Alicia's here, Damye's here. It's all brought to you by our friends at the Maryland Lottery. We're at Faidley's. We're here at the beautiful new Lexington Market. I don't have to call it new anymore. It's the real Lexington Market. We're
That's
here. It's a
it.
Friday afternoon. People everywhere. Orioles in town. Come on down and enjoy yourself. Don't order the fish sandwich just yet.
Well, you can get the catfish sandwich, and you can get it with coleslaw.
You just can't get it with the hot honey.
Yes.
Right.
Our
Bourbon.
secret. Well, it's not a secret yet. It will be
It will be.
until the competition's over, and then I'm
We
going to
don't
give the
pull them
So
recipe
up.
to
you
everybody.
put Old Bay into the batter.
We put the JO in the batter.
I'm sorry.
And then I used Old Bay hot sauce in the honey.
I'm telling Ginger.
I'm the
That's what
taster.
I'm going to tell her.
You know, look.
I put it all in there. I wanted it all Maryland.
No, I thought you. No, we did use Jo.
Hold on, what was this
Yes,
other thing
J.O.
you
was
told
in
me
the,
you were doing
in the
with this?
batter.
Not Old Bay.
Oh, what was
Yes.
it? The hot
Old
honey's
Bay
from,
hot
the hot
sauce.
honey's from Maryland, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the name of that company you said?
It's the hot honey is
McCutcheon's.
McCutcheon's honey,
McCutcheon.
and it has Tobacco Barn bourbon from the Eastern Shore, or
So-
from actually the Western
I
Shore.
think
from St.
Bourbon,
Mary
honey,
County.
hot,
Yeah.
fish, battered, J.O.
Literally all of the components, even
And
down to
coleslaw.
the bread and coleslaw,
No
are
tomato?
all made here.
Yes.
Tomato?
No
No
tomatoes.
Tomato. No.
I like a tomato. Why are you looking at me like that? Tomato's good on a sandwich.
Oh, I'm not a tomato person with that. It's
You have the
red.
best
You don't need it on
tomatoes.
this one.
I know we do.
You
but
have
it's
delicious little tomatoes.
It's gonna make it soggy.
Well, the
Not if I eat
coleslaw
it
makes
quick.
it
Not if I
soggy.
eat it quick. I'll tell you right now.
You're gonna have to
All
eat
right,
it quick.
but back for more. We're Faidley's. Katie
All right.
Pumphrey's going to sit in. We're going to talk about swimming in the Inner Harbor. I haven't jumped in as before the oil spill, which I talked to Doug Workman from Liberty Pure about last week. We are at Faidley's. We are Baltimore Positive. Stay with us. We're going to maybe have some fun, talk about swimming. Katie's going to try to convince me to swim across the bay.